Well, greetings once again, horror fanatics, and here I am with, of course, my monthly horror pack unboxing. Before I begin this video, I want to say that I'm probably going to give a rest on these, because the subscription I've been opening for the past year was a holiday gift from a relative, which is now running down, and frankly, I'm running out of places to put all these movies, and I haven't even gotten around to reviewing very many of them yet, so I'm probably going to not renew and just let this one rest for a while. But in the meantime, I would like to continue unboxing videos, so if there are any other horror-related subscriptions that anyone can recommend, like I know Loot Fright is out there and whatnot, hey, feel free to suggest. I'm all ears. So, moving on to this, you would think that for the timing they'd probably stack this with Christmas-themed horror movies. I'm not holding my breath. The picks here are almost always very eclectic. So, fingers crossed, let's see what we got in store for us. And I was not incorrect. Starting us off, we have Devil's Whisper. Okay, horrifying and disturbing. 15-year-old Alejandro Duran aspires to one day be a Catholic priest. There's a career pick for you. But when Alex discovers a mysterious box, he unwittingly unleashes a deep demonic spirit hell-bent on possessing him. Alex must find a way to defeat this ancient demon, which has been tormenting children since the dawn of man, before it destroys him and everyone he loves. So it's Sinister and The Exorcist. Yeah. Okay, this looks interesting. Shortwave? A really brief description here. A modern and unrelentingly tense psychological sci-fi thriller based on a theory of the origins of shortwave radio frequencies. Shortwave is an unnerving reminder that some stones are best left unturned. So this sounds like, I forget the 1990 movie, was it Signals, I think it was, with Jodie Foster, but yeah. Honestly, I've never heard any bizarre theories about shortwave radios, other than that maybe your fillings can pick them up while you're in the car. Alrighty, what's next here? We got Dark House with 2 bonuses, Grave Secrets and Empty Rooms. That's actually not a hopeful sign when they cram that many movies into one disc, maybe 2. Another really brief one, a real estate agent finds himself trapped in a home with a squatter. I can actually kind of relate to just how scary that can be. When he tries to get her to leave, she tells him that she can't, and neither can he. They aren't going anywhere unless they can conquer their fear and figure out what haunts the dark house. You know, I've often found that concept is underutilized, that just a small number of people kind of trapped in a really confined area for days on end and just seeing the effect, you know? It's sort of like the lighthouse, The Shining, where, okay, are they starting to, crack up and lose it, or is there actually some really weird shit going on? It usually works. The delivery can be bad, but, so what are we next? The Odds. That sounds more like a description of my neighbors. Okay, longer description here. A young woman enters a warehouse-type facility. Another man enters the room and sits at a table opposite her. We learn that she has entered a game, and the man is the facilitator of the game. She is competing against unseen players in distant locations, the winner to receive $1 million. To win, she must have a high threshold her pain, as she is subjected to a different torture technique each round. The facilitator is in communication with the game leaders throughout a Bluetooth earpiece. Once 3 players drop out, each round is over. We learn that the final round involves a game of Russian roulette, and once you reach that round, there is no backing out. This ultimately leads her to question herself, her motivations, the man across her, and even the game itself. I mean, geez, why did they even bother to have the disc in there? They just gave away the whole plot. That's really annoying when they do that. I mean, it's better to tantalize you, but they just told you the whole freaking movie. So this one sounds sort of like a combination of Hostel and Saw. And, I actually have heard real stories about that kind of insane shit that happens in the real world. Famously, one of the inspirations for Hostel actually was a story from a link found on a website where for $10,000 you could go to Thailand and shoot someone in the head. So people are capable of all kinds of crazy, sick shit. Like me, I'm sitting here making a jackass of myself online. Pretty benign by comparison, I guess. So anyhow, that has been this horror pack unboxing. I may have one or two still coming, but I know the subscription is at its end. So I hope you've all enjoyed these. I do intend to give it a rest. And please, as I said, if you've got another one in mind, recommend. Because otherwise, I'm just going to let this sit for a while. So anyhow, there is more content coming for the holidays. I hope you all had a good Krampusnacht. Eat, drink, and be scary, and I will catch you next time.